Alright, I'm here, don't panic. Mum and I were just setting the world to rights. Hello, and welcome back. I am going to restart Masquerada, because I remember it being quite complicated mechanics, and as I just beamed over it, I've actually got no idea what I was doing, so I'm just going to restart. Oh, and I muted my TV. I can't hear what's going on. Right. Yeah, I'm just in the tutorial, so... Okay. Let's do story mode. Because why make it more difficult for myself? Don't think it has a difficulty requirement. Nothing says difficulty wise. And this is like the third boss that I have to do.
Ships. Nowhere else in a midnight build are there so many damn ships. Is it true though? You say a moment you lay eyes on that city, a demon possesses you. It's where all magic comes from, they say. Hey.
They also say the pipe will kill you. Yet, here we are.
Yeah. The whole trip I tried not to, Cicero. But you made a promise. Going back here ain't gonna do you no good.
I made a promise to my parents too. To feed them. Give them a better life. I need the money, Varl.
And the question is, are you willing to pay with your soul for it?
I suppose we'll find out.
Into the shadows we go. Breathe it in, Cicero. The smell of a bad decision.
Smells like runic spices to me. And sewage.
Cool, no missables.
Joke about it now.
Can play on any
Relax,
difficulty.
Varl. I'll see you in a 5-day. I promise.
A promise. If you break it, I swear to seven
And it's
sisters.
just an
I'll
Act 1
come
boss, I
down to
believe
the
I
pits
need.
myself to wrangle your skinny neck.
I'll see you when I see you,
Antiquarian.
Captain. Pits or no.
But there's chapter select on everything, so... Yeah, it should be good. But yeah, restarting. God, I don't even remember this part. Maybe I didn't... oh, I think there was the prologue tutorial thing. Ah, okay. So that might have been separate from the game part. Because I don't remember this at all. There's a kitty! Because, yeah, there was like a whole prologue-y thing with like battles and stuff.
Sir.
Sir,
Relax. You are the coach hands I was told to expect?
So yeah,
that's
okay,
us.
fair enough.
Elena Toth, sir.
Ricardo Toth, at your service.
Yeah.
The coach is nearby?
Just a minute this
I
way,
mostly
sir.
restart stuff, unless it's quite a far way through. It's like... RT plus Y. Aha! Interesting. Cool. Yeah, so there was like some kind of fighty thingy. Come on, I wanna go... Okay, so there's like elemental tag thingies, focus, health, but I mean I'm starting it on story mode, so it's not like it's going to be massively complicated. Ah, my towels are finished. Let me just go open Let's go to the story point and go and open the door so they can air. Oh. There we go. Right. Oof. Okie doke. So this is also probably going to be a terrible place to have the chat window, because, you know, I cannot find a good place for the chat window. Oh, 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 that looks like a thing. I got a codec! Nice. That's cool. Hopefully they're all that easy. Coach.
Flashy. I expected the registry to be spending more on dealing with the war than printing up the carriages.
Oh, actually, sir,
Don't get me wrong, I love the finish. But
It's not
Sir.
my carriage.
it's this one.
What? Oh. Well, the less attention we draw, the better for us, anyway. Come on,
Cicero.
let's see if this butte can get us through the
Whoa, dagger.
ages.
Presents out, all of you. Make no trouble for us, and you'll have none yourselves.
Sir?
Do it.
That's it, boys. Stop by again, you lot. It was a pleasure.
They're getting bolder by the day.
I would have liked to have seen how bold they felt if they knew he was an Inspectore. I bet they would have thought...
Ricardo.
Hear that, boys? An Inspectore.
Oops.
You mean you no trouble?
Words spoken behind a blade.
Yeah.
The Inspectore will fetch us some. We don't need the other two. Truly.
But beat diving's not silly. It's just, you know, I can't remember what I'm supposed to press. Ah. Is that doing something? Okay, that seems to be doing something. Okay. There we go. GUI, audio, turn. I was trying to figure out how to... Aha! Settings, there we go. Skills is RT plus A. Masks is RT plus B. Party behavior and then codex. Oh, and case notes. I like case notes, that sounds good. Now you think that UHH is even sillier than... Oh, I don't have any other things yet. I love UHH.
So, Ricardo, you watched me fight.
He more than watched, sir. He was practically gawking.
Sister.
Relax.
I love UHH.
All I wanted to know is why you seem so surprised.
Well, 7 Inspectores and none would stoop to a level to have contadani like us present to watch them train.
Doesn't mean you can't steal a glance from the West Wing. The upper levels provide quite the view.
If you don't mind me saying, sir, you're awfully comfortable around us.
What do you mean?
People like us, I mean, contadani, maskless.
You mean people who have lives and dreams and all? I think I'd be more worrying if I was uncomfortable, no?
I like having different challenges to play games. Yeah, but I normally do that with games. I mean, seriously, I will often like abandon a game and then
It's
come
been
back
so
to
long
it.
since I've heard that.
So, you know,
Heard
whether
what?
it's UHH or
Slow
what,
down,
it doesn't
please.
really matter.
That.
I'm gonna forget the controls.
The Pale Isle.
And some of them don't remind you.
For a city this dark to have a heart so bright.
Well, that's fine. But if I'm really enjoying
Let's
it,
go.
I will continue playing it. And it's only really 5 weeks. Because I'm not going to get past the first round of knockouts just purely because of how the time's fallen.
This is new.
Extra security measures, sir, since the war began.
Business?
Transport.
And who are you transport? I see.
Problem, Ilencio?
Carry on.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm literally going to miss like the first day and a half of the competition. So if there's an easy list and opponent has time.
That wasn't very polite.
You don't expect them to treat war criminals with politeness, do you?
I'm sorry,
Not in
sir.
knockouts.
I didn't mean to.
No. Stop the coach, please. I think I'd like a little time to myself, if you don't mind. I'll make my way up to the White Spire when I'm done.
Of course, sir. We'll be at the stables if you need to find us.
This is better than the prologue. The prologue had really crappy, kitties! Okay, what did I get there? I got a something. Yeah, it was that. Aha, there we are. Factions. Contadani. I mean, it could be. But I mean, even then, it's 6 weeks. As I don't see myself getting any further than that. Hello. Because you know me, I'm not really a speedrunner of games. I find it very hard just to skip
Aren't you
something.
Getting something, scum. Oi, I'm talking to. Of all the souls, I never thought I'd get to see you again.
What do you want?
What do I want? I want you to have a taste of what we went through because of you.
Oh, this is where me remembering the prologue would be good. Okay, can I hit him now?
The mouse has teeth. Let's see how well he bites.
Here they come! Focus! I need help!
I don't think I was going to win that one. Seemed to have, like, no powers other than widely swinging a shield.
The man who lives like a coward deserves to suffer like one. Valencio, Sir, I swear... I didn't...
Attention. We
Hello.
are in the middle of a war, Silencio. Do you understand that?
I didn't...
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Your masquerine is to be used against the mask runners of the city, not against its citizens, exiled or not. You have demonstrated a sore lack of understanding with regards to the utilization of masquerines. You will unbind from your masquerine and have the privilege of its company revoked for a period of 10 days.
Ooh. You get sent to the
Be
naughty
waiting any
corner.
longer and it'll be 30. Go.
Can I have that?
You lucky bastard. If I hadn't been out for a drink...
At this time, someone's picked up some habits.
Why are you here, Cicero? A man with your reputation must be either mad or desperate to return to the city.
It's got good voices, though.
Read it.
Summoned back to Umber at the request of the Verone, your exile will be revoked and you will be granted a grand sum of... So what? You're back for the money?
Of course.
Mad or desperate.
And do you know for what reason you've been called back?
If you can decipher anything from this cryptic mess, please.
You need to see a Vestus.
Accompany me? I think it'd be a good time to hear what's been going on.
You mean it'd be good to have a bodyguard?
Hilarious, jokey one.
trying.
No, this is an RPG type thing.
Come on. He's in the White Spire.
I doved a lot of RPGs. You know me. Oh, magic, correct. Binding. Oh, the Baubles of Doom. Yeah, no, I'm not playing that. For obvious reasons, because that's just not my game. Is that basically the match 3 thing or something? I can't remember exactly what. Ooh, I have lore. Wait, come back here. Ah. Tristan del Zole. Oh, yeah. No, we're pretty much did a lot of like puzzly games and RPG games and point and clicks and stuff. And a couple of little platformers, which I'm sure I'm going to regret. Chicken.
Would you look at that?
Huh. Elysian stones. I'd have expected the war to curb trade a little.
It did. For about 3 months, until the countries across the belt realized how much they missed our work.
And so they decide to send their traders to a country steeped in civil war.
It isn't that bad. The bloodiest sons have all set. We're just cleaning up what's left of it. In fact, I think in a few years it'll be completely over.
Let's keep going.
I want it!
We don't care. You're at least a week away from another rotation.
I'm the best firebrand here, and you know it.
Get lost, Travis. You know there's no way you're going to get it.
Were they arguing over a masquerade? Aren't there enough to go around?
The war. Ever since your brother gave out all those masquerades to the mask runners, the death toll on both sides has been great.
And you've been losing masquerades.
So long as they sit upon a dying face, to the dust they go. And now, the city is running out of them. Everyone's feeling it. The guilds, mask runners, the registry. The Vegelus even suspect that in the next 50 years or so, there'll be fewer than 100 masquerades left.
Interesting.
But there were thousands before. Surely 5 years.
5 years have crippled this country, Cicero. I am sorry. That did not come out as smoothly as I had intended.
You're tired. I understand.
You would, wouldn't you? Well, let's not keep a Vestus waiting.
Masquerades! Basically magic masks, by the sounds of it. Which I'm guessing I have to collect a few of. But yeah, there's no missables in this. It's all chapter selects and stuff, so I'm not too worried. I did at least manage to get the only missable in Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, which I was very pleased with. And of course it was Moogles, so of course I got it, because I like Moogles. God, I hope this is more than just going from point to point.
idea why the old man wants to see me?
Not a very solid one. One of the Regenti has gone missing. And these walls should not be privy to this conversation.
So yeah. So how's work going today, Jesse? Because it's not a bank holiday for you. Oh, I remember this building. I think this is the last building where I had the fight in the prologue. Which may explain why I was exiled. Hello, can I go in, please?
Here we are.
Tell me he's changed. At least a little.
Have fun finding out.
I'm guessing no. Brother, so... should be interesting. Oh yeah, my tea!
In all the 20 years that I have spent perched upon the spire, not once have I seen my city so broken.
Tristan was telling me the war's almost over.
Ah, next Monday.
Over? When does a war end? When the trumpets of peace sound? When the mask runners are dead in the gutter? No. It ends when it ceases to echo through every street, or shadow every face. It is over when the halls that it has emptied fill once again. This war is far from over. I trust the past 5 years have treated you well?
That's cool. Well, I will watch what I can.
Kind. Is that what you call those years you spent throwing all your coin at barkeeps, fleeing the grip of sobriety?
How?
The Cavalli Fields may be located across the belt, but it's still within the registry's vigil.
He's been spying on me.
Rats. Why am I here?
The answer is all around you. You've been to the docks. You've walked through the grounds. How many portieri enjoy the company of Masquerines?
Tristan told me. The city's losing too many of them.
We must learn the secrets of the Masquerines. Learn how to stop them from disintegrating upon their wearer's death.
This is a job better suited for the Vigilus.
Widen your mind, Cicero. You think I called you here to bury your nose in dusty tomes?
Ooh, a file folder!
That I've spoken to of these matters. A regenti of mine was tasked 3 months ago to explore the annals we have on Masquerines. You are here to find him.
How long's he been missing?
He missed sending in his last report due 20 days ago.
And you've sent no one else?
Ophina and Corvus were sent to investigate.
What did they find?
That their songs were shorter than they expected.
Both of them?
Ophina was found hanging in her room, hands tied, wrists slit.
Oh.
Corvus's body was not so fortunate. Whoever it was had resources.
No
wit,
one is a bad mod.
Knowledge, finesse.
I mean, mainly
It's a
your
pity the
mods so
two
that you can
before
add
you
cool
managed
commands
to
and
find
quotes,
nothing
but
apart from
also
your
if
own
people
guess.
start asking weird questions, you can make them go
to
bye-bye.
feed me to the dogs.
No, I called you back to find my regenti. If the canines come at you while you're at it, well...
You're a fool if you think I'll do this.
I'll think much more than that if you turn away. Especially if you read the case notes. You might find the name of my regenti.
It's gonna be like an old girlfriend or younger brother or something.
You two were acquainted, were you not?
Anything else?
Only that you are to breathe no word
That's okay.
whatsoever to anyone else regarding this case. Everything else you
Mostly
need is
it's
in
just
those
you
notes.
guys that listen, so...
Arm yourself in the Hall of Bearings.
Over the watch, even.
Then see what you can find. His office in the East Wing is probably a good place to start. That is all.
Exactly. But you do get to add funny quotes when I say dumb things and cool commands. Okay, so I'm going to case notes at some point. This has got more exciting. Like, the prologue was horrible. It really was, like, terrible. And I was, like, kind of a bit pissed off at it.
Barely. The bastard's still as oily as ever.
Careful. Walls have ears. So, was I right?
This is about the Regenti that's gone missing. Razatov.
I always need more wood in these games. You never get enough.
Didn't he save my life? Yes. Hephaestus used
Oh.
that against me.
Okay, the person we have to save saved
So
our
you're
life.
on
So
case
that's
too.
great. That's cool.
Any advice then?
Just
Try not to die.
try not to die. We've lost enough inspectores as is.
Pro tip:
You
don't
can
die.
bet on that. Now, I need to read these notes first. Then to the Hall of Bearings for a masquerine. Still have time to accompany an old friend?
Why not?
Do I have case notes yet? Okay, so I have more thingies. What did I get? That's the brother. Ah, so a really good friend. I'm not reading that entire thing, but yeah, that's cool. I don't mind going saving his friend. That's a novelty, really. Happy about that. Well, I mean, not happy that the friend is, you know, whatever, but cool. So we got another location as well. The White Spire. Okay, right. Case notes. Alright. Missing persons investigation. Name of subject: Razadov Azurus, 39. Occupation: Regente. Date of report: 29th of Pica, 407 IL. Inspectori attached: Ofina Triana. Details: on the 39th of Revida, 407 IL. Regenti Razatov Azorus was tasked with elucidating the methods through which machines were created. He was appointed this task by Veron Avestus Aliame. On the 43rd of Rovida, he submitted his first update to the Veron concerning his findings. In it, he writes that he believed that, for something as core to the dementiate civilization as Masqueradas, there must be anthropological evidence regarding their existence and creation that can find through detailed study of dementicate history. He continues on, writing that a visit to the Conoscesa must be paid. He's sure to find what he needs there. A loose sheet found within his report reveals what specifically he was in search for. Books that talk about the dementicate and power, about wielding immense power, creating power, using it to expand, or anything that even remotely smacks of strength or supremacy. These are good places to start. I will head to the Conoscenza tomorrow to speak to Kairi. Date of update: 30th Pica. Pica P. 407 IL. Kairi has said that Razatov never approached her for assistance. None of the Vigelos I've spoken to have seen him around the past month. He must have either done his work in secrecy or never followed up on his original plan. Tomorrow I intend on returning to the Conoscesa. Following his leads will bring me closer to his current whereabouts, I'm certain. Your favourite Smash Bros. Character? I like Kirby, but also Pika P. Date of update: 30th Pica. 407 IL. Note: the investigation has been handed over to Inspectus Corvus Giviras. Inspectore Ofina's corpse was found in her room at approximately dusk on the 33rd of Pica. The investigation has taken a dark turn. Age is forbidden, it is growing steadily. Avestus has told me to focus on Razadov and do so quietly. Whoever did that to Ofina is still out there. I do not know how well I will sleep at night knowing these halls are not safe. But the Varon has reminded me that if someone was out to stop us from fighting Razatov, it must mean that he knows something. Avestus believed that finding the Regente is of higher priority than identifying Ofina's murderer. If I can find both along the way, that'll be ideal, but Aegis, I'll be the first to admit that I might have been put in waters too deep for me. I have spoken to Lucia and warned her about the treachery. If Ofina was a target, then none of us are safe. Darius, Pasha, and Riva aren't in the city at the moment, and for their sakes, I am glad. Damn it! Where is Cicero when you need him? No matter, I must focus. Tomorrow I will check Razitov's office. I think it's a prudent place to begin. At least it isn't in my poor friend's bloody footprints. I hope she gets a good song. Update. 39th Pika. 407 IL. Nothing. His office clearly doubled as his living quarters. He'd holed himself up in there for quite some time, or had at least planned to, but there was nothing amiss. But then again, something didn't feel quite right when I was there. In fact, something hasn't felt quite right since I started this investigation. Silent songs. The others always mocked my superstitious ways, but how can I deny a feeling so strong? I cannot put my finger on it, but I can swear by the edges that I am being watched. If anything is to happen to me, and if this case somehow falls into someone else's hands, know that I advise caution. Lucia, if that next person is you, songs, get out of here while you still can. Tomorrow I plan to figure out what it is exactly that has been causing the hairs on my neck to rise. Once I deal with that, I believe I'll be able to better focus on the task at hand. Update. 41st Pika. 407 IL. Note. The remains of Inspector Corvus's body have been found in his personal residence in the Dim Way. The investigation is pending action. Update. 42nd Pika. 407 IL. Note. A letter has been sent to the Cavalli Fields, summoning former Inspectore Cesaro Gavar back to Ombre. Update. 3rd Scandera. 407 IL. Note. The investigation has been handed over to former Inspectore Cesaro Gavar. Lead. Razatov's office. Konosin. Welcome back. Cool. I like that. That's very cool. Okay, right. Come, friend. We are going this way. Okay, I am more intrigued. Hopefully, at some point, I will get better fighty things. I'd like at least an ability, please. Also, if anything pops up in the bottom right that I'm clearly missing, do let me know. That's where my stream window is today. Hello.
My brother is missing. At least let me speak to the Valencio.
Your color isn't welcome here.
Color? What the hell?
A member of the Blue Guild. Here.
A curious sight indeed. You can take care of yourself?
I'm not a child, Tristan.
Okay.
Really? Get out.
Don't blow anything up. I'll be streaming this for a little while. At least probably for another hour and a half before I need to seek some food. Okay, guild politics. Okay. Interesting. Alright, give me my mask. Ow, what does my hand hurt? What have I done? Probably eczema. Which means it's spreading.
Inspectore.
At ease.
Inspectore.
I was not told to expect you, sir.
That's how you say
I
it.
suppose you were. But here I am. And I need a masquerade.
Right this way, sir. I do apologize in advance. Our selection of masquerades has diminished since the war began.
It's all right. I'm not picky.
Beautiful, isn't it?
I'd like a masquerade now, please.
All right. First things first. Your element, sir.
Cyrus? What are you doing?
Sir?
What? I apologize. What was the question?
Cyrus?
Your element.
Right. Of course.
I mean, how could I be anything but fire?
I'm a firebrand.
And the last time you used a masquerade?
5 years.
Vamus tests?
Distinctions.
Accreditor?
60th percentile. Explains why I didn't turn out to be one of the Vegelers.
All right, sir. It'll take me no more than a heartbeat.
We need the Masquerade, Cicero. You're its custodian, and you're an imposter. Going around with that stupid cape of yours? Have you forgotten where your loyalty lies? Are you almost done, Valis?
Just finished, sir.
This room has
You don't know
echoes.
what you've started, brother. Change. That's what. Change for the Contadani, our people.
Contadani.
Here it is, sir.
Come with me. Come with me, Cicero. No.
Sir?
Thank you, Valis.
I have a mask and I have skill points, and I'm going to click this first. Okay. Mask. Flame strike. Okay, skills, okay. Oh. Bloody D-pad navigation again. Okay, right, so I just have myself. Okay, so, passive skill. Focus. Fireblade. Ooh. Okay, it generates threat though. Ember Veil. Obelisk Flight. Scarab's Cant. Dinderwisps. Transpose. Okay. I mean, passive skill's always a good start. Increase damage. Taunt. Invigorate. Okay. Creed. Cost 2. I've got 2 remaining. Honestly, I want of fire. So that's going to be a Y skill. And X and Y. Yeah, that makes sense to me currently. Got a bit of a passive there. Flame Stride. Oh, I don't have any of the other masks. Don't have anything to do with that. Party behavior. Okay. And locations. Hall of Bearings. And Tesoro. Okay, that is just... That's a lot of stuff to read right now. Okay. I literally just did that. Thanks, though.
And there he is.
Who's this?
Calden Azarus, mariner of the Sorelle del Mare.
You're Calden.
You know him?
Yes, no, well, Razatov mentioned that he had a brother before, but he never said very much.
You knew my brother?
Is there a reason why he's here?
I know my brother's missing. Inspector Corvus came to me 2 weeks ago.
All right. Well, I'm sorry.
It's not that, Inspector. I want to help find my brother in any way I can.
You don't know what you're getting into. You haven't heard anything from Corvus because he's dead.
What?
Listen, Kalden. Sail the winds back to your guild while you can. You don't want this.
Why?
Because this is not the business of the Blue Guild. And if any within the White Spire see you with me...
All right then. I suppose all I can ask is that when you find him, please, I'd like to know.
You were just going to let him go?
What?
It's his brother, Cicero.
Mariner! I'd like to at least ask you a few questions first.
Of course.
Oh, this'll rub the old man the wrong way.
All the more reason to do it. Now that both of you are settled, I have business to attend to.
Oh, but I like
Thank you,
Tristan.
Valencio.
Have fun, you two.
Inspector, I must...
A few questions does not guarantee you a place in this investigation, Mariner. I'd like to make that clear.
Clear as the belt, sir.
Good. Now, we're headed for your brother's office. I'd like to ask you a few things on the way.
Cool.
So, fill me in. When was the last time you saw your brother?
Well,
Memory failing you already?
half a Missouri ago.
2 years. My.
Okay. The mystery deepens.
And the last time you wrote him a letter, then?
We don't write to each other.
No? This is it. His office.
That wasn't very far. Oh,
Just a
thank you for
moment.
the follow, Carbuncle.
Something the matter, Inspector?
Yes, in fact. You.
Me?
You, Razatov's brother, whom I have heard so little from him about, who last saw him 2 years ago, and during those years you never spoke or wrote to him whatsoever. And now you're suddenly concerned.
Correct.
And you ask if there's something the matter.
Inspector, the relationship I have with my brother is complicated, but he is still my brother. And if you doubt my concern for him...
I doubt your honesty. Are you certain you know as little about the case as
Yes,
you claim?
suspicious.
Yes.
I am suspicious.
I assure you, on a mariner's moon, I promise, there is nothing I want more than to find my brother.
I suspect an ulterior motive.
Here,
But I want to investigate.
Let's see what we can find.
Ooh, there are 3 points.
My brother slept here?
He was the
Probably.
hardest working of all the Regenti. Couldn't quite draw the line between a personal life and a professional one.
He never did have any desire to start a family.
Despite my efforts.
Okay, says welcome back. Update. 3rd Zandare, 407IL. The investigation has taken an interesting turn. Razatov's brother, Kaldan Alzurus, has been inserted into the picture. He's hiding something, and I wonder what. Perhaps keeping him around wasn't such a bad idea after all. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. He has a whole thingy of his. Nice. Regente. Yes, that's the academics. Ooh, and we got a new gameplay thing. Oops, so that was pausing. Skill points! Okay.
This is his work?
All the cases that he's had to work with before. He likes keeping them in the open. Watch his collection grow.
This case is large and relatively recent. It's about
You shouldn't...
Cicero Gavar.
And this investigation is not.
You never mentioned how you knew my brother.
Who are you here for?
I didn't mean to upset you.
Just keep looking.
I'm amused.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary, Inspectore. Are you certain that there's something to be found here?
Yes,
No,
because
I'm
there was a
not.
point. There was an
Yet you're
exclamation
searching
point.
through coal?
Do you think I'll find anything?
I don't think of a bed of coal when I'm looking for a place to hide things.
Then I'm more likely to find
Exactly.
something.
What's that?
If you could, Mariner? When you're ready.
Ooh, hello.
Tides? What is that?
They certainly don't look like they're born of the earth.
They look cute. Ah,
My brother was
You
keeping
too?
Faye.
Faye. Oh.
What are you doing?
Those creatures reacted to something.
You think they've got a thing for coals?
That's gonna knock its thing off.
They've got a thing for this.
What is it?
Well, hopefully someone can tell us. Put the dresser back in place, please. We should...
Yeah, that one's gonna. Way! Ooh, oh, oh, wait, oh, oh.
Brace yourselves.
Okay, there's a maestro. Switch between class stances. Okay. Cycle through stances with D-pad. Okay. I'm just gonna try with bombing in with my flame sword. There we go.
I can
That
see you
works.
can handle yourself in battle.
I am trained as a Pavicier. My physique didn't really cater for the other Medea.
I can imagine. Hold on.
Found something?
Perhaps it was a good thing those Fae attacked us. That mark that you see over there. The mark of Timerius Candor, a glassmith who works in one of the registry's wards. The Quiet Order.
Our next lead?
Let's go.
Now, this is basically detective with random fights, and I get to set things on fire. A Fae made of paper. That sounds intriguing. Stances. Well, I'm sure I'm going to forget that, then complain about it later. Okay. The plot thickens! Case notes updated. Further investigations into Razatov's office have yielded surprising results. He was hiding away Faye behind a dresser, which seemed to react violently to a particular black stone found in a container of coal. I do hope to be able to identify the stone soon. It will certainly inform the investigation further. Also, the glass bells Faye were kept in have a craftsman's mark upon it. They were made by the hand of Timerius Candor, a glassmith that lives in one of the registry's wards known as the Quiet Order. I intend on paying him a visit. Perhaps he can tell us more about what my friend was up to. Cool. What else did we get? Ooh, ooh, ooh! Profession healer. Well, hopefully we'll find more information about him, but for now,
Lucia.
I see you've already made some new friends.
Part of the investigation.
Ah, so the old man took my advice.
Your advice?
After what happened with Corvus and Elfina, nasty business that was. Anyway, he sought my opinion, and well, here you are.
So you're the one I have to blame. Why weren't you put on the case?
I'm too valuable.
Sure.
Where are you off to?
The Quiet Order.
Excellent. We can travel together then.
Go.
You too.
Come on. I'll tell you on the way.
So, you told the Vestas to call for me?
It was either that or do it myself. I think the choice was clear.
And the others?
Well, Elfina and Corvus are that, which leaves 5 of us. Darius and Pasha are off in Altamir spying on the Zealots, Riva's down in Rune investigating the murder of one of our diplomats, and you, well, you were farming.
So you don't know anything about the case?
I know the Regenti Razatov is gone, and I know that we lost 2 good inspectores trying to find him.
And you wanted me to be the 3rd?
You were better than all of us, Cicero, you know it.
I don't know. Let's just go.
You were farming. That's pretty much what I spent doing in Earthlock yesterday. Conduct investigations. Yeah, you see. Hang on, no. Not that. B. Ooh! I have a person. I have another person. Alright, forbearance. Right, what have we got? Have I got any? Ooh, I have skulls to spend. Water spout. Atmos ring. Ooh, I like the idea of that, and let's get some passiveness. You know, because we may as well make sure we've leveled up people's. I'm assuming it's saving. Yeah. I'm assuming it's saving. Auto-saving. There we go. I can assume.
Sorelli.
Calvin.
Calvin. You're brave, standing on White Spire soil.
You say it as though there is something I should fear.
Certainly not. Not out here, at least.
Ah, there you are, sir. I hope everything is well.
It is. Get the coach ready, please. We've got places to go. Mariner, maybe you'd like to follow the twins. Get acquainted?
That's the I want to talk to Lucia.
Bunch.
What's this about, Lucia?
What?
Don't tell me you just happened to be in the spire.
Happened, well.
Yep! Oh, stuck. Ow!
Have I ever told you about the beggar who was too astute for his own good?
Lucia.
He dies at the end of the story.
You have. Many times.
The mask runners are getting stronger.
What do you mean?
They've taken over the Quiet Order. That's why I'm headed there.
Oh.
Since when?
A few weeks ago. 5 years this war's been going on, Cicero, and those worms have only gotten stronger. I need to find out how.
That's why you encouraged Vestas to bring me back? So I could be your resource? I have a case to solve.
Cicero, please. You're the only one who...
Quiet Order, go.
Well, that went...
would have been nice.
Well. That went well.
So, Mariner. Mariner.
Are you trying to say something?
Why do they call you that? Do you sail out onto the belt often?
Not anymore.
Oh, well, you used to?
Before I settled down.
Settle down?
I'm in charge of an orphanage now.
With children?
Aww.
No, cats and dogs, I'm sure.
Oh, I love animals. What?
Eyes on the road, Toads. Elena, please stop bullying your brother. And Ricardo.
Yes, sir?
Just keep going.
Bless.
both stay here. I'll come find you when I'm done.
Oh!
So this is the business you were talking about. Lucia told me about it.
You met her? We've been expecting her. She's supposed to help us find a way in.
She got caught up with a few things. She'll be on her way.
And you're here for...
The investigation. There's someone I need to see inside.
I'm afraid that's going to have to wait. We've got Portieri pushing all the walls we can, but the mask runners... I think our men are just getting tired.
Puppy!
How did you lose it in the first place?
The Portieri that managed to get out say that the mask runners just appeared from the streets. Happened too suddenly. They lost the ward overnight.
Well, I'll see you later.
I suppose you will.
Okay, I also found a thing.
The longer we wait, the colder our lead.
Who said anything about waiting?
You did.
I said I'd see him later. Nothing about...
Okay. War. Oops. Locations. I want to know where the mask runners are. I see it. I don't have any information on them yet. Okay.
Waiting in that.
We are going to be sneaky, 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 sneaky.
Mariner,
Sewers.
you're a strong man, aren't you? If you could give this a little tug.
He wasn't secured.
I wonder why. Come on.
Things I do for you, brother.
Interesting. I wonder if that's how they got in.
Closed it behind you?
I did. What is going on in that head of yours?
Anytime wards have been taken over in the last 50 years, it's been through frontal assaults. Nobody thinks about drains. Rather interesting place for mists.
All over the city. This has been an increasingly common sight.
Everywhere.
Sometimes even in the streets.
He's got this!
Okay.
What are Fae doing here?
Fae,
You said this mist was becoming more common?
Only in the last few years, yes.
And Fae, have they been more common as well?
You think they're related?
You don't? It's quite a clear connection. The Federalists probably have something on this. We can ask when we get back, but for now...
We should keep moving.
Interesting. Okay.
The exits to the Quiet Order should be that way.
What are they doing?
Whatever it is, we will have to go through them. Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Ha!
Got you.
masks are powerful skills. Ooh. Come on, die, giant crab thing. There we go. Woot! Oh, bleep bloop. A breath away from hell, 25G. Defeat the Greater Bolgia. Okay, so what do we want? Scarab, why not? Does everything cost 2? That's not fair. Oh, that doesn't. That sounds like a good plan. And let's switch to him. Let's see what we've got. Okay, Hope Spring. I like that. That sounds good. What have we got here? Attack speed. Sounds reasonable. Cool. Let's go. That looks like a dead person.
You were right.
Come on, we're almost there.
What if they try to kill us?
Then we defend ourselves. Simple.
Okay, 2 more fights to my achievement, which is, I think, near the end of Act 1. So that's okay, sounds reasonable. Should be too long, might even get finished before I want to eat.
I am not the lightest person around.
You'll be fine. Come on.
Please. Come on. Damn it.
Ow. Ow. You broke it.
I told you.
Get him!
Okay.
Here they come!
There we go.
Walking around in all that blue, we don't stand a chance.
What do you...
This one's got wide legs. His trousers should suffice.
His shirt isn't even going to cover half my chest. Oh, fine.
Oh dear.
Impressive
Who
tattoo.
looks silly?
Hadn't thought you'd be the type.
Yeah. Thanks.
What's it about?
Are you here to investigate me or my brother?
Come on.
Both? Now we're wearing Masquerada stuff. Interesting. Ew. Aha! Fine, so they're basically rebels? Cool, reasonable. Ooh!
They must have heard us from here.
There's enough food to last them weeks.
And out.
Okay, I don't understand. Of all the wards, why this one? I I've heard what it has is softies, and it isn't defensible. It's so close to that damned white spire. Why here? Of course I asked. They said the Herald wanted this place, specifically. I don't know why I asked, but Matteo couldn't tell me, and I don't know enough about the Herald to guess either. I just know the Herald wanted this ward real bad.
Anything interesting?
Whoever wrote this talks about a figure called the Herald.
I found this too.
Wait for the Herald's command, nothing else.
Herald?
I don't know. I've never heard of him before.
Then he must be new.
Or I might not be as knowledgeable about the Masqueraders as everyone in this damned city seems to think. There doesn't seem to be anything left for us.
No, but I got an interesting piece of information. The disappearing walls are slightly annoying. Whoop. Come back here, you giant frog!
Is that?
A masquerine? Ages. You must have missed it under all this filth.
And it's raw.
We'll have to find an Artigiani and Fabra to help us touch it up. Can't be seen walking around with it like this.
You intend on keeping it?
I won't tell the registry as long as you don't.
All right then.
Interesting. Ooh, raw masquerine. Ah, flame herald. Needs to be decorated first. Okay. Tell me about raw masquerine. Oh. Interesting. I wonder if someone's making masquerinis. I wonder if that's why people are dying. I wonder if they have anything to do with the Fae.
This one had better hold. All right, we're in. Now what?
Now we look for our glassmith. We should start with the central marketplace. I think it's through that corridor.
I mean, this can only go wrong, but I'm intrigued. The prologue was not really a good introduction to the game.
Color-coded?
Green for produce, red for smithing, teal for leatherwork.
And glassware?
Yellow.
I see a thingy point around here. Ooh, 2 thingy points.
Looks like our glassmith's taken off.
Hopefully he left something for us to find.
What are you thinking of?
Orders, receipts, anything that might flesh out his connection with Raz.
I'll keep an eye out.
I found something.
What is it?
That was quick.
An order for 100 glass bell jars.
100?
Raz himself. His signature is...
Hey!
Fine day, fellas.
Aren't you supposed to be... the gate?
Damn.
Too close.
Indeed. We should hurry. The order he placed for the jars was supposed to be delivered to a house up that street.
Okay, we'll go... which street? This street. Not that street. Ah, I see it. It's under my chat window.
They're in a hurry.
Something must have happened at the gate. We should keep moving.
You're running in the wrong direction.
Marco? Marco, we're supposed to be...
Oh no.
You're... Get them!
Get behind me!
Ah, I've got a squeaky trigger. There we go. Boom.
What was... We don't have time. Come on.
Uh-oh.
More searching, less cursing, Mariner. So here lies our shipment.
But what was he using them for?
It had something to do with that Fae in his office, definitely. Other than that, though... Woundsbane. My mother's favorite.
Oh?
It's a natural disinfectant. She applied it a lot when I was a child.
So, you're one of those kids.
You don't want to hear the stories. Fistfights are a dozen a week.
You and who?
Well, mostly with... I don't know. People.
Brother, probably.
Forget it.
Okay. That does not look great.
Shredded paper. They're all clean, too.
Paper. Just like what the Fae were made of back in his office.
There's blood everywhere as well. Is that not like the most obvious thing?
There.
I don't understand.
The blood.
There's blood elsewhere as well.
Well, look at the pattern. That blood was dripped, not spattered or spilt like the rest.
What are you saying?
This blood here, in this circle, it was shed deliberately.
It's a summoning circle.
The question is, what for?
Clearly. Summoning Fae? Making Masquerini?
What are you doing?
You're
He's
a
gonna
decent healer,
poke
aren't you,
himself
Mariner?
and summon whatever it is.
I'd like to think so. What? Tide?
I hate it when people do that. There's much more effective ways of getting blood than slicing across the meat of your hand.
What are you testing, Isbatore?
All right, Mariner. Now would be a good time. My palm, Mariner.
Did we just...
Heal me, Calden. We've got this.
We made a Fae. Yeah, I mostly just got mashing, I realise. Oh, I got skill points as well.
I can't believe it. We just summoned Fae. No one else in the entire city knows how to, do they? Tides, how did my brother even...
It doesn't make
Yes.
sense.
What?
The blood. Too much spilt in too many directions. There was a fight.
Yes, fire should be more effective.
I'm not sure that...
A fight in a place like this? Coincidence? Highly unlikely. There was a purpose behind this bloodshed.
What?
Unlikely to kill. To capture, then. Incapacitate.
You think someone's taken my brother?
And left this place standing. Blood dried, evidence strewn around. Why? Why would they do that?
Because they were disturbed?
All right, Renia. We...
Don't. Your child is wounded.
Don't listen to him, Renia.
The Mariner is a healer. It may not be too late.
Please.
Masquerine off.
not asking again.
Olaf, please. If he meant to kill us, we would not be standing.
Answer my questions and the Mariner will tend to the child.
Anything, please.
When you claimed this ward, was there a man who owned this house?
We saw the Herald leave here carrying a body. It's how I knew... thought it was empty.
Was he alive?
He was struggling when I saw it.
Then they have him.
Calden, tend to the child. Who is this Herald?
Our leader, who speaks on behalf of the lady.
The lady?
The lady?
She's lost much blood, but she will survive.
Thank you. Lady bless you, thank you.
Who is this lady?
It's locked. Move aside.
Potieri! Calden, cover their necks in the blood.
What?
Do it! Get down!
Boom!
Inspectore. Senencia Vitris, sir. I see the old Cicero Gavar has not forgotten how to defend himself.
We're fine.
We were given orders to bring you to the Valencio, sir. I'll await you outside.
Gafar. Thank you.
Of course, you have a baby. You didn't attack us and you were just trying to save your child. I'm kind of not going to...
Senencia, just a quick word.
Yeah.
How did you get in?
After you left, the Valencio ordered a couple of us to follow you. He knew you'd turn up something.
Damn it, Tristan. There!
Fire! Amid fire! Okay. Aha!
Come on, sir. The Valencio's in the marketplace.
I think I've got the hang of the skills now. Alright, okay, so. 4. Investigating Temerius led us to a house in which Razatov had been conducting experiments. From what I'd gathered, he'd learned how to summon Fae. There's a ritual of sort involving the shedding of blood and the presence of sufficient loose material that they can shape themselves from. I suspect the mists that have been becoming more abundant in the city have something to do with it as well. How he came to be in possession of such knowledge, or what he even intends to do with all these Fae, is beyond me. I do know, however, that the Visualists would be most interested in this information. There has yet to be anyone in the city that has claimed understanding of the birthing of Fae. Perhaps while I visit them in the Kono Center, I will learn more about what Razatov had been searching for there as well. Hopefully that will lead me to understand what in all the legacies the Masqueraders could possibly want with him. In the house with his experiments, Calden and I ran into a family of Masqueraders who admitted that Masqueraders captured Razatov. That is not enough information to work off of. The Masqueraders are a large faction and infiltrating their ranks would take too long. Besides, I'm not welcome in there in the least. They'd likely choose to kill me over giving me the time of day. No, going to the Masqueraders is not an option. Okay, what else have we picked up? Ooh, more Masquerader information. Okay, Heralds. Ah, maybe Lysandra is the lady? I don't know. I'm thinking there's going to be, like, some betrayal and stuff. Oh dear. There's a lot of reading in some of these things. Mostly just seeing if something useful. Okay. But I'm... Oh, hang on. I have... No, wrong button. That one. I have points. How many hours of this? I'm actually enjoying this game. I just have to finish Act 1. I'm really enjoying it, actually. Okay, I'm gonna go with Tinderwisps. And then I'm going to give Caden another Calden. Another thing. What? Total ward. None of them? I've enjoyed all of them, really. I got annoyed with some of them, but that was mainly my skill rather than anything else. Oh. Haha! Beware of my flying fairies. Flying fairies. Is that a bad thing?
Valencio.
How are the other sections?
I mean, there are some games that I don't like that I've started, but I included those, so...
No sign. However, we do expect to wrest full control of the ward within the hour.
I've made good progress in most of them. Some of them I've only played for like a few minutes.
Sinencia, you are dismissed. It is good to see you as well, Cicero.
You used me.
Cicero,
of course.
Please, did not come back for this. Why do you think I didn't tell you? I am sorry. I truly am. But if I had asked you to help us find another way in,
but yeah, I enjoy UHH.
So you
it gives me a purpose for how many weeks.
Kill my brother's people?
Or at least, you know, some direction as to what to play.
This sends a message, Cicero. A message that could potentially end the war. At what cost? I am not made of stone. I have a heart. But it goes out to my kin and blood before their murderers. And if performing my duties requires me to step over your ideals, I am sorry. I know you see your brother in
Yes! Sometimes you just need someone to decide for you.
You understand nothing.
But yeah, I've actually been quite impressed with some of the games, or at least pleased with some of them.
I know.
And intrigued. Now, of course, I want to play all of them, and I can't.
I am sorry. But you would do it again.
Yes.
Inspectore.
Oh, hiccup. I reckon I've probably got another... Well, I've got 2 boss fights, and the achievement is the second of them. So...
We'll be here, if you need us, sir.
Thank you.
I'm just sort of collecting things as I go along. Oh, I got more skill points. 2. Okay, then I should probably upgrade something. Creed. Ooh, oh, tag. Definitely want tagging. Ooh, hey! I got another one. Oh, damn. It costs 2 now. Right, fine. Taunt. Invigorate. Okay. How about my fireflies? Increase. Ooh, focus. Nah. Increase. Alright, and then what about him? I like the healing sphere. Ooh. Damage, definitely. What the tag? Because tag thing, I think the tags are important. What have I unlocked? Yeah, that's just a load of gobbledygook.
I'm sorry about what happened earlier.
Don't be. You're here to find your brother, not deal with my demons.
If you ever need help...
A generous offer, but I knew what I was in for when I returned.
To find the triplets and then the...
Did you know
Archivist?
Avestus
No.
promised me enough crescents to last a lifetime if I came back?
Antiquarian.
So you're back for coin?
Come on. We should speak with Kyrie. Hopefully she can tell us more about the Fae.
Hmm. I realise I've been playing this for an hour and a half, but it's definitely more enjoyable than the prelude was.
We need to find
Prologue.
out what Razatov was doing with the Fae. If anyone could tell us more.
It would be the head researcher of the registry.
Okay, then let's go. Oh, people are running.
You, Seth?
What is this?
A set of uniform. The Varone wishes for you to change into them, then meet him in the reception hall. We've a room for your privacy just over there.
Dismissed.
I'm guessing you don't like my farming clothes.
I'll be here.
Oh look, now I have fancy schmancy
I hate
pants.
It. Why?
Well, forget it. Now come on, Avestus.
Listen, Cicero. I can see that this search for my brother has brought you to dark places.
I hope you know I'm not doing this for you.
I never thought you were, but I'd like to aid you where I can.
Well, I'd like your help, because I
we're
like
on the
your
same
water
page.
powers.
You can start by not asking so many questions. Now, hurry along.
Why do you hate it?
Please, Mariner.
It's just a question.
Because this symbolizes everything about me that my brother would disapprove of. And I am wearing it. Satisfied?
Quite.
You'd better be. Now come along.
I don't get it, but sure. Oh, it's because it's a cage.
So many portieri. Makes me uncomfortable.
Tragic circumstances, truly.
Certainly. And it is the responsibility of the Samora to offer support where we can.
And the registry is ever so grateful. And there he is.
Judge Master, Varone. I apologize if I've interrupted something.
Not at all, Inspectore. In fact, I was hoping to see you personally to deliver the news.
Should I be frightened?
Inspectore, meet Tiziana de Felice, one of my finest marshals. The moment I heard you'd return, I understood that the White Spire must have been on hot coals.
And the Judge Master was ever so generous to lend the Lucas strength to our cause.
In what fashion?
The Marshal will be assisting us in the investigation.
You've told her about it?
Of course. For the sake of our kin, we must set aside our differences, Cicero. But my words are wasted. I can see that you already understand.
So the Sorelli is part of the investigation as well?
I'm just here to... As Razatov's brother, of course. As I said, finding him is reason enough to overlook the schism between the Samora and...
And maybe it'll help, you know,
That is
fix
good to
things.
I will admit that I am pleased. Surprised, but pleased. That the pride many scorn the registry for having has not clouded your judgment.
Okay, so what powers does this guy
the
give?
same. That the fallacious
Air,
arrogance of the
earth,
Luca hasn't stopped you from stooping to
air.
assist us.
Well, if that is all, I'd like a final word with my marshal before she joins you.
Take as much time as you need.
Stay here. I never liked politics.
Cunning bastard.
What are they talking about?
How best to spy on us, I'm sure.
You think he's... Did Fabio tell the Crown about this meeting?
And share the opportunity to get the upper hand? I doubt it.
Then he's cornered you, hasn't he? If you turn down his offer for help, he'll have reason to bring it up to the Crown.
Citing my dissidence as reason for suspicion that I'm hiding something.
They'll conduct an investigation.
And they'll find out about Razatov and what he's working on.
Just what you want to avoid.
And if I do accept his help...
Then you'll have a spy among your ranks. But, given the choice between one rat from the Luca or the attention of the Crown...
He knows that I will not act against him.
Unbelievable. Any plans on dealing with this?
Other than keeping her out of the loop as much as possible. Perhaps an accident.
Lay a finger on her and a dozen more of the Golden Guild will be nipping at our heels. You know that.
I've always wondered how different things might have been if I'd made you a Regente.
I may hate the beat of the city's politics, but it doesn't mean that I don't know how to dance to it.
Really? Because I don't think dragging along extra colors is in any way politically astute.
I think it's very astute.
And it might be connected to his brother's disappearance. You brought me back to do a job. Let me do it.
Cooperatively working is a good way to heal schisms.
I apologize for the delay. Tiziana is ready to assist whenever you are.
That would be now. We're on the way to meet the head Vigilus. Marshal, shall we?
Certainly.
Would you care
They're
for a
all
word,
pretty
Judge
colours.
Master? I believe there are a few trade routes that Dietce have set up that might be of interest to you.
A walk sounds magnificent, Verone. Thank you.
Okay, case notes. Okay, oops. Okay, that one we read. Right, so the case just seems to be growing bigger and bigger. First a member of the Blue Guild tags along, and now we are burdened with the spy from the Golden Guild. Whatever it is, we must press on. We are headed to speak with the head Vigilus, Kari Aquila, who will hopefully be able to put us on the path that Razatov had been on, as well as possibly telling us more about the Fae. Golden one. Genuine, okay. Tisania. Okay. And another with Tristan. He's pissed off at Tristan. Ooh, crown. I have no idea what's going on there, really. Doesn't matter. Culture. Ah. Oh, I see. Basically, it's like a status symbol. Okay, cool, new faction. Wrong button. A. Aha! Right, there we go. What does she have? What masks? Oh, it looks like a fire mask. Okay. I've got 9 skill points, but she has different things. Okay. Oh, judgment sounds cool. Sanction. Passive, always good. Attack speed. I don't really get. Ooh, I like that. go. So 2 fire.
So, Marshal, how much of the case have you been briefed about exactly?
Enough.
You have no questions that you'd like answered?
Inspectore, if you're attempting to goad out of me the extent of my knowledge about this case so that you can use it against me, I suggest you try a different tactic.
Ouch.
So let me get this straight, Marshal. You believe that I'm out to con you?
I do not dance the dance of politics, so I will be straightforward with you. Yes. You being called back is a sign that secrets are being stirred. I know you're keeping something from me, as the registry is keeping something from my guild, and I'm here to find out what. Is that straight enough for you, Inspectore?
Surprisingly so.
So you're here to spy on us?
You've never dipped your fingers in the pool of politics, have you?
Too bloody for my tastes.
Well, the Inspectore knows what's going on as well as I do, and that's all that matters. Now, if we're done wasting time...
Okay, cool. Let's talk to the lady, and then hopefully at some point we'll get to do another fight. So if this whole game can be completed in 8 to 10 hours, it's not like I've been slow.
The industry's always so stiff about sharing.
Just remember, we're here for Kyrie, not for sightseeing.
Of course. Lead on.
That's blood.
Trouble?
The silence is too deep here. Usually there are...
Watch yourselves! Get them! Come at me!
Okay. Oh, please don't have glitched. My interaction point's in the wall! Let's hopefully it'll yeah. Okay.
Never thought I'd ever see the insides of this place.
That's cool. The
registry's
autosaves
always
are pretty
stiff
good on
about
this,
sharing.
apparently.
Just remember, we're here for Kyrie, not for sightseeing.
Of course. Lead on. Trouble?
Hopefully I don't get Stook.
Watch yourselves! Get them!
You forced my hand.
There we go. That's much better.
What are you doing?
It is customary for portieri to stitch insignias of some sort. These have none, and they are poorly fitted.
What is it?
Nothing, just a thought.
A thought?
Don't bother yourself with it.
Inspectore, allow me to make something clear to you. There are 2 ways that this can go. The first, if you pay me with respect and honesty regarding the case, I will offer my full assistance. And as I have just demonstrated, I can be useful.
Do I want to hear the second?
If you attempt to blind me with lies and fabrications, I can make this investigation very difficult for you, as I have also just proven.
Are you threatening me?
I'm presenting options.
She's basically saying be straight with me and I'll help.
On the contrary, the Judge Master would be especially displeased with my forthrightness.
You are unashamed to admit it.
The veils of deception set aflame, to the mask of lies do the same.
A song?
The bright chorus. It had once been the moral compass for the Luca. That was a verse from it. No one sings them anymore.
Make your choice, Inspectore. The wick of time is ever burning.
Of course, I want help.
I suspect these are mask runners.
Why?
Just before this, we found evidence that has led us to believe that they have taken Razatov captive.
What would they want with him?
He was creating Fae.
What?
I don't know why or how he knows how to, but he was. And now the mask runners have him.
You believe they're after the head Vegelus as well?
If she knows about this, then perhaps.
I see.
There we go, we were honest.
You chose well, Inspectore.
Don't make me regret it. Now come on. If those men were guarding the entrance, Clary's still somewhere here.
Good. I'm glad we didn't have to make the choice, and it made it for us the right one, because that's what I would have picked.
Justice will blind you!
Hello, meet my flaming friends. Right, the blood goes that way. Is there anything up here? Oh, the blood goes also this way. Ooh! I get a point thing there.
Remember, if you lie to me again, another one of your dogs will die. You, of course, one of them hit Don't want another on your hands, do you?
No.
Good. Now, let me repeat the call numbers again. And this time, I don't expect you to say that they don't exist.
They broke all the tables and they're hurting the books.
Yes.
The first, DF328D439KL3. The second, DT854.
What is going on, Cicero?
They're looking for specific books. Razatov must have had something to do with this.
Well, best to act while we have the element of surprise.
Wait, Tiziana!
Get them!
We've got this!
I told you. You chose well.
Unbind the Vegelus. Calden, see if they need healing.
Gary.
Ages. Thank you, Cicero.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine. What are you doing here?
Actually, we were here for answers. But it seems that all we found are questions instead. He was asking you about books?
If only he just asked. Capturing all my Vegelus like this, a tad over-dramatic, I'd say.
Why did he want them?
I don't know. I do remember their call numbers, though.
We should get them ourselves then. See if...
Why? Book monsters! Don't worry, I have fire! They are Fae. They look like a booktopus. A booktopus.
I knew the Fae problem was bad, but even here...
It's related to why we came to find you, actually.
The Fae?
This is not the first of its kind that I've encountered. But I have a theory as to how and where they're spawning.
I'm all ears.
One thing at a time. I'll tell you what we've learned about the Fae after we get the books, if that's all right with you.
As much as I'd like to know now, I suppose my curiosity can wait. I can bring you to the books they were looking for, but they took all our Masquerines, tossed them to the lower levels. If there are more Fae out there...
We'll handle them.
The wounded have been healed.
And they're all cut loose.
Then let's go. We'll find the books and clear a way for the Vigilists as well.
Awesome. No, not that way.
The first 2 books are on this level.
She said they didn't exist. She is clever. Hey, hello.
Cut you down.
You made Faye out of all of the books. I am very sad.
Is this it?
It is. It's a compilation of folktales that we believe the Dementicati had once told.
Dementicati.
That is incredibly thick.
What would Raz want with folktales?
I imagine
we'll have time
some
to
of them
figure
are
it out
true.
later. We should get the other 2.
Okay. I'm very sad about books being turned into monsters. Okay, something is exploding upstairs. I see, like, earth falling. Ooh! Canticles!
Watch your flanks!
There are no rubbish books. Oh, there are lots of rubbish books, but that's not the point.
All right. Are we near it?
It's right here. This is a book about Dementicati history. It chronicles the Empire's expansion of territory.
That's huge.
Lord Genti was interested in ancient people, it seems.
But why?
We'll get the last one and hopefully we'll find our answers.
It's upstairs.
Let's go.
Oh, something's about to explode!
Get behind me!
Whoa.
Get back!
Ah, the triplets! This is one of the monsters. There we go. That was a book.
Is that the last of them?
I hope so.
I certainly hope your theories
Bleep,
about
bloop.
the Fae will explain
Scorn
that.
the Sorrows,
I'm
25G,
hoping
defeat
they
the
do
triplets.
too. But again, let us find the last book first.
So it's the next boss fight.
I recognized its spine while you were fighting the creature.
And its size, no doubt.
Tides. Of all the books we had to collect, it had to be the 3 biggest ones.
Inspectore, if it's your plan to go through
Complaining.
I don't think we have any other choice.
Even with a pair of eyes on each volume, it'll take you at least a week to get through them.
Worse still, we don't even know what we're looking for.
Hold on. I need a moment to think.
Cicero, what if we try to...
By myself, please. All right, Raz. Give me something. Yes. Right. Power. Creating power, using it to expand. Anything that smacks of strength or supremacy.
Inspetore.
I said I'd like to be alone, Marshal.
Are you all right?
I will be if you give me a second.
All right. I'll see you with the others then.
Thought long enough?
Yes, I have.
You have an idea on how to get us through the tomes, then?
I do, in fact. Follow me.
Cicero, why are you keeping them here? They're agitated enough about what happened.
Just a moment, Kyrie, please. I apologize for the delay. I understand how uncomfortable it must be standing here, but there is a final request that I have for you. I am looking for information within this book, as well as within the two my colleagues are carrying. I do not have the luxury of time to sift through its contents, and I implore you to lend me your assistance for just a few moments in this endeavor.
Cicero, they might be Vegelus, but that doesn't mean they can cover 1,000 pages in one...
Inspetore!
Take it. Books can be repaired, rewritten. Time cannot. Mariner, Marshal, perhaps you'd like to cover your eyes, Kyrie. And maybe your ears.
No, poor books.
Now, you're searching for anything that hints at great power. Undefeated leaders, huge swaths of land claimed, rebellions quelled in a day.
Inspetore, I think I found something.
Go on.
I'm looking at a timeline of the Dementicate's history of expansion. There was a specific point in time after which they began furiously claiming land.
And what point is that?
It's referred to as Aechian Sun, of the year of Noir.
Good. Everyone else, keep that in mind.
Something else, sir.
Yes?
It's a religious text about some godsend that the Dementicate was supposedly blessed with.
Go on.
They're referred to here as the knife, the seed, and the heart.
They're here as well. It says that they changed the very face of the Mentacate society, allowed them to start winning wars.
It would fit the timeline.
Excellent. The knife, the heart, and the seed. Remember those names.
Something more, sir. From a story. It's about where they came from. These were flesh of the god himself, from the marrow of our father's bone. They were presented to us in steepled fingers of stone.
Ooh, that sounds like a riddle.
Good. Now, does anyone have anything on what exactly they were? How they functioned? What they did? It was worth a try. Is there anything else anyone deems important? Well, I suppose that's it then. Thank you all for your cooperation. You're quite free to leave when you're ready.
That was a smart move, Inspetore. Disrespectful to paper hearts, but smart.
Desperation breeds innovation.
And your search criteria were conveniently accurate.
A hunch. If mask runners were searching for something, what else would it be but power?
So, now what?
Now, recollection. The mask runners knew about the numbers certainly from Razatov.
Razatov?
They have him. Captured him. For what I now suspect to be his research.
The knife, seed, and heart.
What do they do, exactly? All we understand is that they were the key to the Dementicate's power. But how?
I'm sure we'll soon find out. If the mask runners have captured Razatov and are now looking for books that involve them...
They're after the artifacts.
And so are we. It's our best bet at finding Razatov.
Then we have to beat them to it.
We can start by paying the Cleaver a visit.
I don't recognize the name.
In steepled fingers of stone. There is only one place that is conjured from that imagery. A set of ruins in Cacciatore territory called...
Cacciatore! Hunter style.
That quote was from a story.
And if you have stronger leads, Mariner, I suggest you lay them out, please.
You're right. I apologize.
Now, if that's all...
One last thing, Cicero.
Ah, yes, the Fae. Of course. I'll meet you at the coach. Right. So, about the Fae. I have a theory that they're related to the Mists, and summoning them requires a ritual of some sort that involves blood and loose articles. Papers, books, anything that can be used as a physical building block for a form.
Okay. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Right, I'm back. Sorry. Lots of cups of tea today, and I've been streaming lots as well, so... Right, let's see what we found out. Honesty is good. Curry... Cool. Culture... Canticles! Stay hydrated. Yeah. Hey, Paul. Yes, I have been staying hydrated with lots of tea. I will be fed after I've got this achievement. Streaming tea. Oh, that sounds like a bathroom joke. Okay, case notes. In the Conoscenza we encountered mass runners dressed as portieri who have taken the Vegelus hostage. I dislike intensely the trajectory of this investigation. The less this has to do with mask runners, the better I'll feel. Anyway, the mask runners must have obtained the uniforms through the Quiet Order. One of the registry's uniform houses was located there, and although their presence in the investigation might make me uncomfortable, I cannot deny that it has put us on a better path. They have been asking for specific books about Dimenticarta history, books that must have been what Razatov had been after during his trips to the Conoscenza, and what had informed his subsequent research. The books, which we found with the aid of Kyrie, speak of ancient artifacts called the Knife, Seed, and Heart, and although I cannot let the others know just yet, I believe these artifacts were intimately linked to the creation of the Masquerades. In the meantime, we'll just have to accept that Razatov had been on a quest to understand how the Dimenticarta came into such power. The books also spoke of a place referenced to as Steepled Fingers of Stone. I believe that it is a reference to a set of ancient ruins called the Cleaver, and though I am unsure what we will find there, I do believe it will lead us to more answers. In the meantime, Carrie has promised to further investigate the creation of a Fae. I have told her all I know and all I suspect, and she's excited about testing the hypothesis. Of course she is, she's a researcher. Oops, wrong button. 3 skill points. Okay. Oh, we have to pick one of these first. Cool. Alright, water dude. And fire lady. That's not a knife. This is a knife and fork. Okay. That's great. Why do you have a knife and fork?
There you are.
I hope I haven't kept you waiting.
I need to return to my court.
That was quick.
I feel the Judge Master
just
would want
upgraded
to know
you.
that one of the Registry's members was seeking artifacts of great power.
I don't suppose there's anything I can do to talk you out of it.
You suppose correctly.
In that case, I should at least thank you for your assistance today. It's good to know the bright chorus is still alive in the hearts of some.
Well, I suppose you're welcome. I will see you soon, Inspectore.
The whole time, you've been so polite.
I may not enjoy politics, but let this be a lesson to you, Mariner. If you cannot kill a spy, then you do just as well to befriend them. Come on.
Keep your friends close
We
and
have
your enemies
ruins to
closer. Yes, and hopefully this will be where the final boss fight of the
What? We're going to the ruins.
chapter is.
You know we're not actually going to go follow them inside.
What?
You'll not miss much anyway.
And then, dinner time!
Ruins, sir.
Hey,
You've been up since 2 AM, Paul.
for
You
my
should get some
credit,
sleep.
I scored the word for the section about ruins and archaeology.
Why is that?
Well, for one, when I'd been...
When you'd been...
Not again, Calvin.
Come on.
When I'd been Contadani, before I joined the registry, I used to spend a lot of time along the highways. There were a pair of Vegulists that came by every morning on their way to the White Spire who would talk about ruins and interesting finds. And every time I listened to them, walking in their fancy robes, all I could think was, why do they have so much energy for the dead when the living still suffer? Now look what you've done,
Adjust
Mariner.
height, and that will
Maybe
be...
kill the mood.
Oh, please don't say that, sir. That was, lighted and enlightening. Yes, enlightening.
That will be number 17.
Means thank you, sir.
So then it's a question of what do I do after dinner? There is a choice of 3 games. Yeah, but you've been working! Typo Man, Shyness, and...
Something the matter?
So Shyness the Lightning Kingdom, Typo Man, and...
Stop it.
Little
I know you
Nightmares.
mean well. You think getting me to talk about my past will help me get over it. It won't. I've
They're all
spent the past
fairly
5 years
long way
burying
through
man
the
who
game,
abandoned his brother and
and I
fled the city.
basically just dove
Stop
them.
trying to bring him back.
So...
Is that clear?
But you...
Is that clear, Mariner?
It's going to be
As the belt,
only a partial
Good.
playthrough tonight,
Now,
and then
come
I'll
on.
pick it up tomorrow.
Steepled fingers of stone.
I wonder what we'll find.
Hopefully something that leads us closer to...
Can you hear that?
Whoa.
Tide's coming.
Hey, look, that's an Earthman. I think he's green. I have to collect all the quotations, so it just depends on how long it's going to take to do that.
Come on.
But maybe I'll pick that one up next. These? Oh, these are Fae again. Ooh, hey, maybe that's my last boss. Oh, no. Bye-bye. Not the last boss.
It seems we rushed here for nothing.
Surely you didn't think in Spatori Gavar. I'd assumed you'd taken root somewhere across the belt.
That I had, until those roots dried up and shriveled.
You're brave, stepping into Cacciatore territory without permission.
I'd like to think the desperate cries of your men were permission enough.
Huh. Already you cultivate words for posturing.
Forgive me. It slipped my mind how indisposed the Cacciatore are towards the nuances of politics.
I know Little Nightmares is spoopy, but it looks cute.
I need to know if this ward has seen visitors from the White Spire recently.
Should you not be seeking that answer in a mirror?
One of our own is missing. He was acting clandestinely.
And you spurned the Green Guild for straying from politics. See what they do to you.
But I mean, I'm gonna try and play
Rex,
all of
answer
them,
the question.
at least.
There has been one recently, from what my men have told me. A Regenti, I believe.
It's just that, you know,
No.
fairly long way through them, because obviously they're highest ratios.
In exchange
I'll try
for
typing
the
mine
answer,
next, though.
My guild will be acquitted for any dues you think it owes for your assistance battling the Fae.
Fair enough.
And you will leave us out of your mire of politics.
As far as I can.
Her name is Amadea, and she is partial towards the Cleaver. She believes it was a special site in the times of the Dementicate, and has been studying its contents for years now.
And
Oh, no, I was just over 2,500
For what?
before registration. Just over. But I doubt I'm going to get 500 achievements.
Amadea is of the Dieci.
And I have a couple of games in reserve anyway.
There are special circumstances.
She bribed you.
You said you would leave me out of the mire.
So I did. Where is she now?
Further down in the ruins, I suspect. She was with us when the Kilgan attacked, but she didn't stay by our side.
I see. Then, with your permission...
Go, and consider our debt settled. May this be the last I see of the Spire's poison.
We want to get an Earth person. Oh yeah, well I mean... It's not so much... Yeah, I want to make progress in all of the games because I imagine they will come up, and I've been bit by that before in previous UHHs.
But any other way, and he wouldn't have let us stand upon his soil.
What I do to see this city free
I'm not going to be able to win. The first knockout round, I'm out of commission.
Hold on,
Well,
sir.
What's the matter?
Are you going down into the ruins?
Yes? What's it to you?
A few of us were scouts, and we'd been deeper in the ruins when the Kilgan, the Fae, began attacking.
Well, you made it out alive. Good on you.
Not all of us. One of the scouts, Igoris, hasn't made it out yet. I was hoping...
I'll keep an eye out for him.
Thank you, sir.
yeah, the first round of the knockouts, I'm out of commission for most of the start, like the weekend, because I have plans, and then in October I have other plans for weekends. So I'll do my best. I will try to get as far as I can. God. I'm entirely sure that rock is particularly vulnerable to fire. I'm probably not going to rematch with Disco. That was Plastic Instruments, wasn't it?
Looks unstable.
Might with Chin.
The best survivalists in all of Umber built this.
I'd rather meet Chin in the knockout, in the grip rounds, to be fair.
Your faith in my weight is touching.
At least it's not a rusty ladder. Come on.
Or triple, yeah. That was a lot of Lego games, I seem. No, I don't know. I mean, I finished all my Lego games, aside from one achievement, which is a 361, so it's not going to come up this time.
The ruins proper.
None of these ruins are proper.
Face Jesse. Fair enough, that would be cool.
Hold on.
What are they doing?
Blocking our way, that's what.
They're guarding a portal cube.
When you are.
So the storm begins.
Oh, no, it's just meant to be a portal cube.
It seems like they were guarding this.
Ah, that would be easy.
Do you remember the Fae in Raz's office?
Cicero.
The way they were guarding it reminds me of those in the class.
Cicero!
What?
Put it down.
Let him...
Down. Step away.
I don't know who you are, but you're awesome. I'm totally following you.
What just happened?
I'm not quite sure.
Do you think that's Amadea?
She was wearing the Dieci's colors. Muted, but definitely still the Dieci's.
Lead on, then.
Dieci. I like the Italian sort of words in this.
Tides. This place is enormous.
Thankfully, the path is straight. Imagine how much work we'd have to do if it weren't.
Here they come.
Oh, that one's a little rock! Little boulder! It's kind of cute.
How do you think she's dealt with all these Fae?
She's quick on her feet. I suspect she mostly runs.
And she's mighty fine at it, too.
Ooh, I found another mask. Nice. Sweet. Oh, can't be asked to deal with upgrading skills. I've only got 1 point. There was the little stone and the little box. What were the things? The heart, the soul, and the knife?
Tides. The mists are thick here, too.
With all the Fae, not surprising, is it?
Is that her?
Let's find out. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea.
I'll cover you.
This has got to be the Antiquarian or whatever. No, this is the Kilgan Sovereign.
Why are you following me?
Razatov Azrith. We know he's been coming here with you. We want to know why.
And if I tell you, will you leave me alone?
Depends if we need more details.
He and I were working out of one of the rooms, deeper in.
Can you take us to it?
Something's made the Kilgan in the area aggressive, and their behavior has put the artifacts of these rooms in danger.
What, are you some kind of curator? I'm sorry. We'll take care of the Kilgan, and you lead us to his work.
And then will we be done with one another?
If you wish.
Everyone wants to be done with us.
Oh, this pit's pretty.
Let me guess. The light comes from some ancient Dementicate technology that you've been studying.
No, that's just glowing moss.
Oh.
I'm guessing that there'll be the boss has got to be in this bit of the level. Also, I'm getting hungry, so it's got to be in this bit of the level.
Took from us. What is it?
I don't know.
Come now.
All I know is that it doesn't belong in your hands.
That's a harsh way to put it.
It doesn't belong in any of our hands. Just look at how the Fae guard it.
Curious behavior that was.
They're selective about what they protect. From my observations, they tend to be defensive about things that might have had some significance to the Dementicate. Weapons, statues, things like that.
You know a lot about that, don't you? Never mind then.
Yeah, from the prologue, I did not think much of this game. But this is much better.
Ready yourself.
There are truths in this world that we have yet to even glimpse. Truths that, if you knew anything about the Dementicate, you would know they were familiar with. There's much to be learned from studying.
Yeah, it's growing on me. Like the luminescent moss.
Civilization to extinction?
Let's keep going, shall we?
Oh. Where's my point supposed to be? Where am I supposed to be going?
We've got this.
Short work with whoever she is. Okay, there's another room there. But for now, we're going this way. Oh no! That would be the missing person.
He's gone.
This must have been the scout the Cacciatore mentioned.
Wait. Something's not right. His face. It's frozen.
Hmm.
This.
Interesting.
This wasn't done by the Kilgan.
A water brand, then?
No!
Mask runners.
Damn it.
I'm guessing there's some sort of artifact.
Well, well, the Regenti was right after all. He's got quick friends.
Where is he?
Get them!
Watch your flank.
Where did she go?
Oh, she got invisible.
There.
Oh no.
Paladin.
She wasn't
Okay,
invisible.
Come on. Where is he? Damn it!
What the hell happened in here?
Enough!
Uh-oh. I'm thinking that's a one ginormous monster. This has got to be the antiquarian. Smush!
Here we go. We've got this.
Yes! This is my monster. This will be my bleep bloop. Then I can have food because I'm hungry. Yes, I know. Eventually. Eventually, I'm always no. Right, but you know what I mean. What is going on?
That's a lesson I won't forget.
Ah, okay. I died.
Welcome sight you are.
Anything more? Aha. Bleep bloop. Curator. Defeat the antiquarian. That would be 17. Oh, I got another mask. Nice. Just get to the next autosave.
Lady, deliver me.
Answer me.
Bye bye.
Damn.
Here, look.
What is it?
Razatov's. I'm surprised it survived, considering what it went through.
How did you find this?
I thought I saw something moving in the rubble. A light or something. Turned out to be his journal. All's been charred save a single entry.
My instincts were right. Aechian Siyun of the Air Nuarth was the time when the god of the Dementicate, Breog, gifted them with the artifacts, the Treror. With them, the Dementicate expanded. The evidence of what the artifacts allowed them to do is all around us. Masquerines. Their god allowed them, taught them how to create Masquerines, using the 3 artifacts. And I know how to find them. He actually did it.
I believe our agreement has come to an end.
That's it?
What? You expected me to follow you?
It's not about following me. This is a breakthrough, Amadea. The very fabric of the city will unravel because of this.
Then go. Be excited.
I thought you'd want to be part of it.
Goodbye, Inspettori.
Goodbye.
Okay. Loading. Auto-saving. Okay. Cutscene!
172. Tell me how I am supposed to explain our actions to the families of 172 of my people.
Null. We have spoken about this before.
It is not enough. Telling them that the lady has better plans for them is not.
I haven't even had a look at anything else today.
Where was the lady when the Portieri assaulted the Quiet Order? Why did she not give us a sign? Why did you leave us?
The answers are beyond your comprehension. You must have faith now.
I've mostly just been playing games.
Then give it to me.
Doing chores.
Tell me why we are letting our people die.
We needed the Regenti. You were there.
But you can't play it until March.
You were there when he told us about the Cleaver, about the girl.
And after we learn about that, you choose to send my people in such small numbers, just like the Conoscenza.
Regenti.
You refuse to listen to my plea for sending more.
Ah.
Have faith, Null.
I have had enough. You might have converted a few of my people to your religion, but you know that I still command their hearts. You have a day to make good on our bargain, Herald, or I will take my people and do it my way.
Correct down February? Cool, okay. Auto-saving. Can I please get control?
Tell me.
Perhaps he intended to, but didn't get the chance.
Ugh. If he spent days, weeks even, in those stupid ruins, why wasn't I informed? Can't believe I trusted such a fool with something so...
Razatov wasn't a fool.
No? Then why is he now in the hands of rebel scum?
He found what you told him to find. More even.
So where are the answers? What are your plans?
There's only one lead left.
Well, it's only Act 1.
They need to be contacted. A channel of communication needs to be set up.
And how are you intending to do that?
To Cicero Gavar of the Cavalli Fields, Hyacinth District. You have been summoned back to Omber, the request of the Verone. Your exile will be revoked, and you will be granted a grand sum of 10,000 crescents, should you complete the business that awaits you. A pair of coach hands has been...
Get to your point.
The business was to find Razatov. I have found him. He is with the Masqueraders.
20,000 if you bring him back.
Lucia has been working on a case involving the Masqueraders. She should...
I will not accept this. You... When my rats in the Cavalli Fields told me that you'd gotten familiar with the bottom of tankards, I pulled a few strings, cut a few trade routes, terminated a few breweries.
Why would you do that?
It's a little bit like
Because
Sherlock
you're
Holmes and his
better.
brother.
You're better than the drunkard I kept reading about in all the reports from the fields. And you're better than this coward who wants to turn in an investigation just because it suddenly involves going to the mask runners.
I'm guessing that was the prologue
Yes,
thing that I
you made a mistake.
didn't enjoy.
And yes, that mistake cost you your brother's life. Nearly cost you yours, and has cost me my city.
Why did I think... Oh, it's going to be totally his brother who, like, didn't lose his life or whatever. There was definitely something in the prologue with fighting and stuff. When did it just burn?
Let them burn. If I'm doing this, I'm not using some pathetic hand-me-downs. I'll make my own notes, thank you very much.
All the cutscenes. Yeah, he totally planned that. Auto-saving. Yes! Finally! Right. Okay, I am starving. Okay, right. Thank you, everyone, for watching me play Masquerada, Songs and Shadows. I am going to go for dinner. I'm going to make dinner and eat it, and then I will be streaming Typo Man in, I don't know, hour and a half, say? Maybe an hour. Depends on how long it takes to cook things. Let's say an hour to an hour and a half. But still, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. It's been really fun, and this game, the prologue's a bit poo, but the game so far really kind of cool. So if you haven't tried it out, then do so. I recommend it. But yes, for now, I bid you. The prologue tutorial bit, it's clunky. But the story's good. So yeah. I will see you in a bit. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK, and I'm gonna get some food!